first point of reflection on 2020 is, what is the most important...
What's up, y'all? It's Vlogmas Day 15. And, so today, I thought we could do a reflect on 2020 video. I don't know why I'm sitting like this. I'm just trying to get so the lighting doesn't bounce off my glasses. But, yeah, I thought we can do, I can do a reflect on 2020 video. I actually searched a video to see what people reflect on, and the first video I clicked was LA Vlogs, and he had good questions that I guess he found from Google or somebody else, or he made up on his own, and he answered it. So I'm gonna be using his questions, and I'm gonna answer from my perspective and my point of view of 2020. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first question is, what is the most important lesson you learned this year? The most important lesson that I learned this year, I won't say it's the most important lesson that I learned this year. I'm really trying to think, but I guess that your health is everything. You know, you gotta be healthy. You have to have a strong immune system. You know, COVID attacks and tries to take over your body. So I would have to say health. I would have to say to take care of your health. Well, comment down below what's the most important lesson you learned this year. Maybe I'll just be like, oh yeah, what she said. Oh, he said life is too short. Which it is true, but I feel like I didn't learn that this year. I learned that 2 years ago when I was in my car accident, you know, and I was able to walk away from that. You know, the car landed upside down. Me and my mom was able to walk with that with no broken bones, no scratches, no bruises, nothing. So it wasn't until then that I knew that life could be taken at any given moment. So for him, it was life is too short. For me, I would have to say taking care of yourself. Next, second question is, what is the best thing that has happened to me this year? The best thing that happened to me this year was getting my dream car. Was getting my Jeep Grand Cherokee. I would have to say that's the best thing that happened for me this year. Yeah, because, you know, COVID took over the whole freaking year, basically. Once March hit, I feel like that second weekend in March, we was locked down, Corona and all them things, so I didn't really do much. So I would have to say my car is the best thing that happened to me this year. Getting my car is the best thing that happened to me this year. What did you do for your career growth? Okay, honestly, career growth, I didn't do anything for the field that I'm in now. I honestly didn't do anything. I was just thankful to still have a job during the pandemic. I feel like this whole video is going to be related to the pandemic because, you know, this whole year was about the pandemic. Coronavirus! But, sadly, I didn't do anything for my career growth. I did start a YouTube channel, so I wouldn't call YouTube my career as yet because it's just not my career as yet. But maybe it's in a step towards my career, my future career, whatever that is. Honestly, I just take things day by day, and I won't say that's a bad thing, but I mean, I don't know. What did I enjoy most this year? Not a blood clot thing, because Corona take over Carnival. It take over me trips them. I couldn't enjoy them. Serious? This is a serious question for the year. Okay, let me think. All jokes aside, all jokes aside, I didn't do anything for the year. What did I enjoy most this year? What? Corona took over Carnival. It took over. I couldn't go to. I had 3 trips planned. Ibiza Carnival, couldn't go. A graduation, I couldn't go. In Belize, I couldn't go. I was supposed to help my cousin move to Texas. I mean, I could have went, but Governor Kuma was like, you have to quarantine for 14 days, and I wasn't with that, so I couldn't go. So, I mean, let me think. Okay, so what did I enjoy most this year? If I really had to say, it would be before Corona, I was able to go to Soca Ski Fest for the first time. So I guess I can say I enjoyed that, because I met, well, he's my, we separated right now, but I met my husband Lyrical for the second time. I met him in Miami back in 2018. So I guess that's the most thing that I enjoyed this year. My birthday was cool too, for me at least, you know. I went to Atlantic City for the first time. So I guess Soca Ski Fest and going to Atlantic City. Next! This year, what have you learned about yourself? That's a good question. What have I learned about myself? I've learned that can we come back to that? Because I don't know what I really learned about myself, honestly. Let's come back to that. How did your relationships evolve this year? In parentheses, he has work, family, and friends. So work, I work by myself. Honestly, I don't see anybody. If my supervisor, he'll come and make sure I'm good, and that's it. And somebody relieves me, I release somebody, but throughout my whole entire shift, I work by myself. So there's no work relationships there. Family, I guess we've kind of come closer. I feel like, well, for me, I feel like it's kind of the same. Like, you hit me up, I hit you up. Hey, how you doing? Da da da. I feel like we did see a little more of each other this year. A little bit, just a little bit, even though, you know, you're supposed to stay at home. But we was always at my aunt's house. I felt like I went to my aunt's house more than I did last year. So, I guess. And friends-wise, my friendships did not evolve. I've actually lost friendships. Aww. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Friends are a sticky one this year because with the whole pandemic, it actually put a lot of things into perspective with me. And this isn't me throwing shade or anything like that.
Right. So, okay. Let's talk about it a little bit. It's just a sticky topic. Even like, we didn't evolve. I'm just leaving it as that. We didn't evolve. I lost friendships, and you know, I'd be lying if I say that I don't care, because I do care. And if they were to reach out to me to be like, can we talk, I would be like, absolutely, we can. You know, that was my best friend and that was my sis. But yeah, It is. It is what it is.
I realized this year that a lot of friendships that I was in, or however it was perceived, it was all based off, you know, just convenience and going out and where can someone benefit of another person and stuff like that. So that's why I have actually removed myself from a lot of friendships, and you know, I'm just doing what's best for me now, because at the end of the day,
you know, he said he had to take himself out of that. One friendship, I had to take myself, that situation, I had to take myself out of that. The other two situations, they just took me out of the equation. So, you know. Okay, for real. Next. What got in the way of your success this year? Absolutely nothing. Nothing got in my way of my success. Like I said, thankfully, I was able to still work 2 jobs. I was considered an essential worker when the whole pandemic happened. So I was able to keep both jobs, and I was able to save up more money, especially because I wasn't traveling. Normally, I would take 3 trips per year, 2 out the country and 1 like locally. So I wasn't really able to do any of that. So I was able to save money actually. So I wouldn't say nothing really got in my way this year, honestly. Nothing. And I don't play. Excuse me, I'm talking. I don't play about my money. So there's nothing gonna get in my way. You know, you may have a bump in the road and I'm gonna jump over that bump. So yeah. I don't play.
Yeah, really ramped with me this year, bro. Any of your progress.
It really did. Corona, Corona hit everything, just lock off, you know. People lock off them border. We couldn't, Corona is a sticky situation, you know. Sticky situation. But, and right now we in, phase 2 of this. Them closed indoor dining again today. They closed the gym. Excuse me. Not that I was going to the gym. I should have been, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. What would I do differently if I could do this year again? What would I do differently if I can do this year again? I guess it all leads back to friendships that I lost again. I would say that, I don't know, because I don't want to go into detail because I don't know if they watch these videos or not, and I'm really not trying to dig myself in a deeper hole than I'm supposedly already in. But I would have to say, like, there were signs, maybe, and I don't know if it was signs or tension before I was cut off, and instead of me just like, okay, I feel the tension but I didn't say anything, I felt like I should have said something, and I knew something was wrong and I never asked what was wrong. And I felt like by the time I did wanted to ask what was wrong, like what did I do, it was already too late. The person, didn't answer my phone call or nothing like that. Reached out a little more quicker instead of the timing. Am I making sense? Okay, so instead of reaching out, like letting things just build up, tension just build up for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and when I finally did reach out, the person just did not want to talk to me anymore. I felt like once I saw the first tension or the first sign, I should have reached out and be like, what's the issue? Can we talk about it? Whatever. I guess it's the timing. I should have reached out faster. In a way, for both of them, I reached out multiple times and I never got a response, like, I called, there was no answer, but there was a post 10 minutes later. Like, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like I sound like Carmen, like, cause you know Carmen and Nick fell out or whatever. And Carmen be like, you know, I'm open to a conversation, and she knows that. I don't think they know that because, like I said, I can't get a hold of them. Well, one of the person I can't get a hold of. But if they do stumble across this video, I am open to having a conversation, and you know, either we can move forward and have some type of closure. I mean, for me, it's all about closure, like, because at the end of the day, I really don't know deep down what I did. Like, I've come up with like assumptions in my head or whatever, but it never came out of their mouth. So it would be like either we talk about it, have closure, or we talk about it, we fix it, and we move on and try to better our friendship. You know, I know that things won't be back to the way it used to be, but maybe one day it can. So. And that's if they're open to it. You know, they have to want it as well. I'm not begging anybody to talk to me. I'm not begging anybody to be my friend. So, you know, really at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and I wish them all the best in life. Yeah. That's all I have to say on that. Next. What are you most thankful for this year? It would have to go back to health, being alive. Didn't never catch corona. I took 3 tests, negative. Corona never catch me. I don't want to catch it, so thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the people who are still in my life and they put up with my bullshit and my nonsense and my shenanigans. I'm thankful for them because I can be a handful sometimes. Not really. I'm told I'm too much. I do too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's it.
What I'm most thankful for this year is just waking up to see another day. And I keep saying this whole life is too short thing, but literally I'm so grateful every day I get to wake up. Every day I've woken up.
Yeah, so that's all of LA's questions that he had. I don't think I have anything else to reflect. I was just answering his questions. I took his questions. And how was 2020 for you guys? For me, overall, besides losing the friendships that I lost, 2020 wasn't a bad year for me. Yes, you know, I wasn't able to go anywhere. I wasn't able to go out the country, but it wasn't that bad. I was still able to work. You know, go outside. When you go outside, you wear a mask. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't that bad, and I ended off my year with my Jeep, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Comment down below, you know, if you want to reflect on anything, or if you guys have any questions and you want to ask me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.